beauties and cuties. Welcome to Lounging with Lovely. I am your hostess with the mostest, Lovely. How are you doing this lovely day in your area? How are you feeling? How are you dealing with the quarantine? Are you surviving? So, what are your thoughts on my video so far? What are your thoughts? I want your feedback. Give me some commentary. Let me know. Interact. Let me know how you feeling, what you're thinking. Just let me know so I can know if there's something I need to change, something I need to do different. Like I said, you're lounging with Lovely, and these are more so stories of my life. But if you want me to talk about something else, put it out there. I don't mind. If I know about it, I'll talk about it. Okay? Thank you guys. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this video of being a survivor. Oh, God give me strength. I promise I probably won't cry too much on this one like I did the last video, but I might get a little bit emotional. Like I told y'all, I'm an emotional person. So the cliffhanger from the last one was God will never put more on you than you can bear. Strength is something to be proud of, but being a survivor is a different kind of strength. Let me get into my story. I am a survivor. My way of being a survivor may be different than your way of surviving. I tell myself now that God blocked me in many circumstances in life. And the reason why? Because I have purpose. I have a purpose to serve. I have a purpose for something on this earth. And so God is not allowing me to go because I still have reason to be here. When my mom found out she was pregnant with me, she was 5.5 months pregnant. She had one child. She didn't want no more kids. But she was too far along for her to abort me. Purpose. God said, I'm going to bless you with this little girl, regardless if you want it or not. Hey. By the time I was 4 or 5, my mom's boyfriend threatened me with a gun, threatened to take my life after an altercation that they had. I'm still here to talk about it, so of course, I still have purpose. It didn't happen. I'm a survivor of several different instances. I grew up in the projects. I say that they are some of the worst projects in my hometown because out of all the projects that were standing, when those were standing, those were the only ones that they tore down. They were rough, but I'm still here to talk about it. I survived. I lived in those projects from the time I was 5 to 16. They were my livelihood, my lifestyle. They were what I knew. So I witnessed a lot. I seen a lot. I dealt with a lot, but I survived all of it. And all of that helped me become the woman I am today. So I feel that's all a part of my purpose as well. Growing up, I witnessed and watched my mom be in several different abusive relationships. And they were heartbreaking, they were heart wrenching to see my mom go through that. And as a young woman, a young lady, I vowed that I would never want to ever go through that. Now, that was just I was just witnessing physical abuse. Now that I'm an adult, I never thought about how anguishing mental and emotional abuse was or is. I actually feel like that's more detrimental than it is being physically abused. But that's just my opinion. But we'll talk about that when we talk about relationships in a future video. Because, yeah, that goes with that. Ooh, child. That's a whole nother part of a story of my life. So we'll get to that later on in life. So let's talk about my story of survival. I will say now, it took a lot of years and courage to share this story because for years I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I thought something was wrong with me. I didn't understand why it happened to me. But in every situation you face in life, It helps you build character and the person that you are and the person you are becoming and the person that you shall be. So I am just saying that this is my story, and I just want to let you all know now. I don't share this to look for sympathy. I don't share this to look for any kind of compassion. I share this because I hope that my story can help other people know and understand that it's okay to share your story, because sharing your story allows other people to look at things differently, to feel some way differently, but it also helps them in some kind of way. You don't know the way, neither do I, but it does help. And as I stated before, this has helped me become the woman I am today. So let's start this story. So, my mom and I were one of the last families to move out of the projects before they tore them down. Um, the projects were my safe haven, they were my protection, and now we're being forced to move into a new neighborhood with new people and different sceneries and different things. Um, my mom and I found a nice little cute house in a new neighborhood and we moved into it. We loved our little house actually. It was a bright yellow house with green shutters, and we lived on a major street in my hometown. So yeah, it was nice. I and my mom both enjoyed it. At that time, I was working at Hardee's and enjoying my senior year of high school. Um, Life was good for us at that time. At least we felt it was. So my mom had broken up with her then boyfriend, and he wasn't very happy about the breakup. I mean, I don't know too many men that are happy when, your girl break up with you after y'all been together for so long, and he wasn't happy. So a lot of my mom's boyfriends always looked at me as a threat, because my mom would tell them that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, if you leave me, it doesn't matter. I always choose my child first, because when you leave me, she'll still be here. So that was just how my mom was. That's how she was. And a lot of men resented me because they was like, I was the barrier, whatever they was trying to get with my mom or have with my mom. And they couldn't do that because I was there. Even though I was a senior in high school, I'm looking to go to college. I'm looking to live my life. I'm looking to grow into whoever Leanna's supposed to be. And people still found me as a threat. So, okay. Um, so this particular weekend, my mom went out of town for business and I came home from work. Um, like I said, I worked at Hardee's and I had a coworker. He was a guy. He dropped me off at home. So when he pulled up in the driveway, he was like, "Hey, you want me to walk you to the door?" And I was like, "No, we 17. Come on now. What you need to walk me to the door for? You know my mama ain't home." And no. But as I look back on it, I kind of regret that I told him no. I kind of wish I would have said, "Yeah, walk me to the door." But it is what it is. So um, I go on, unlock the door, and when I unlock my front door, I see my back door is kicked in. I'm like, oh, somebody done broke into our house. Well, I grew up in the projects, so people kick in your door and break into your house all the time. So I go in the house and I start to look around and, inspect what's going on, see what they stole, see what's missing, whatever. And while I'm doing this, I run into my mom's ex boyfriend. So when he sees me, I go the other way and he grabs me and says, "Just the bitch I was waiting for." So he told me that he's been wanting to do this for a long time. This is some reason why I have a lot of lack of trust in men and my children. And so my children has never been around no one else outside of their father, because yeah, I I can't. At least not right now. I haven't recovered fully in my life from this section of my life. So, anyway, he proceeds to rape me. And when he was done, he attempted to kill me by putting a wire hanger around my neck and squeezing it. I blacked out. I'm not sure how long I was out. I'm not sure. But when I came to, he was still there. He wasn't happy that I came to because he thought I was dead. Now he was pissed. And he said, "Do you have any last words for your mom?" He said, "I want her to come home and find you dead. She'll think one of these little niggas broke in, killed you, and I'll be here to comfort her." Sick, right? He continues by saying, "I'm going to cut your throat and let you bleed out." I told him to tell my mama that I love her. He said, okay. He went in the kitchen to get him a knife, and I ran out the front door. I had on clothes with no shoes, nothing. I was just on a go. And baby, I was in track star. You could have called me whoever, Jackie Joyner Kersey, because I was rolling, baby. And I went to my childhood best friend's house, and her and I called the police together, where we met them back at my mom's house. They found him walking toward his house, where they arrested him and took him to jail. This all happened 3 days before my 18th birthday. You know, they say birthdays are supposed to be a great memorable thing, and I tell you, every milestone birthday I've had, most of them wasn't that great in memories, but I still smile because at least I was blessed to see it. So anyway, we called my mom, and she came home. She was devastated. Up until the day she died, she blamed herself for the situation, even though I told her time and time again it wasn't her fault. I didn't blame her, and she needed to quit blaming herself, but she didn't. She took it to her grave and felt that it was her fault if she wouldn't have brought him around. You know, I'm a mother now, and I understand that. I do. But it was no fault of hers. He had an agenda, and he did it. So I don't blame her for that. We went to trial. He lied and said he didn't do anything. He told them that my best friend and I didn't like him, and because we didn't like him, then we made up a story so that he could be in jail. Like, who has time for that? So the rape kit and evidence, they don't lie. And so it came back that he was sentenced to prison for 45 years. I keep up with his time, and they do have to notify me if and when he is released. I went through a few weeks of therapy, but never really addressed it further. You know, in the black home, black people don't believe in going out telling people none of your business. You keep it in your house and your family and the church. And so I didn't really talk about it, address it. When my mom would want to talk about it, I would shut down. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to deal with it. I had a lot of mixed emotions. I blamed myself. I wondered a lot of crazy things. I didn't understand it. But I'm here today to tell you that I am a survivor from it. God kept me, because I could have been dead or gone. He tried. He wanted. That was his purpose. He was going to rape and kill me and then be done with it. But God said, nope, not today. She still has purpose. So thank you, God, for that. I have learned to forgive the man who assaulted me, because if I don't, then he holds over that power over me. And who has time for all that negative energy? I don't. Forgiveness is a very powerful thing, and I have learned to utilize it a lot. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm trying. So that's the least I can do. That's the best I can do at this time. I hope that my story can help someone else who is also a survivor. Remember, it is not your fault. No, don't blame you because it's not your fault. You will overcome this because God got you and He has us. Remember that. So, the cliffhanger for the next video is: with bad things come good things. Success, joy, and happiness, along with love, are all in store for what happens next. Yay! We're going to be smiling in the next video. We're going to be laughing in the next video. Hey. Anyway, thank you for watching. Smile because you are gorgeous or handsome. Laugh until you can't no more. Be kind because you don't know what someone is going through or dealing with. And love unconditionally. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hit the bell for notifications of my videos. Thank you guys. Bye. Mwah.